Well, MSNBC smear strategy against Senator Bernie Sanders may be backfiring. One America's Dana Alexa has this story.
MSNBC is under fire for a series of snubs against current Democrat frontrunner Bernie Sanders. On Monday this week, the Meet the Press host Chuck Todd faced backlash after quoting an article that compares Sanders and his supporters to a, quote, digital brown shirt brigade.
Hey, I want to bring up something that Jonathan last put in the Bulwark today, and it was about how, in Ruth, we've all been on the receiving end of the Bernie online brigade. And here's what he says. He says, no other candidate has anything like this sort of digital brown shirt brigade. I mean, except for Donald Trump. The question no one is asking is this. What if you can't win the presidency without an online mob? What if we now live in a world where having a bullying agro-social media army running around, popping anyone who sticks their head up is either an important ingredient for or a critical marker of success?
Wow. The brown shirts is a reference to a paramilitary group that worked under the Nazis. Supporters immediately took to the internet in his defense, making the #FireChuckTodd trend on Twitter. Members of his campaign team also shot back. Sanders' speechwriter David Sirota tweeted, MSNBC seems very frightened that ordinary voters, many of whom use the internet, may actually get to participate in deciding who wins the presidency. Senator Sanders' National Press Secretary Brianna Gray also weighed in, saying Todd had shown contempt for ordinary people. So far, the left-leaning network and Todd himself have yet to respond to the backlash. Meanwhile, in another segment following Todd's comment, a New Hampshire voter says MSNBC is the reason why she voted for Sanders. The woman said there were a number of Democratic candidates that she liked, including Senator Elizabeth Warren and businessman Michael Bennet. But she said ultimately it was the network's constant criticism against the Democrat socialists that made her want to support him.
The reason I went for Bernie is because of MSNBC. I think it is completely cynical to say that he's lost 50% of his vote from the last time when there were two candidates. Now there are multiple wonderful candidates who would be great presidents and people that I think that we can unify and get behind. But the kind of the stop Bernie cynicism that I heard from a number of people, I watch MSNBC constantly, so I heard that from a number of commentators, and so that it made me angry enough. I said, okay, Bernie's got my vote.
Bernie Sanders sailed to victory during the New Hampshire primary Tuesday, pulling in nearly 26% of Democrat votes. Dana Alexa, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.